sunscreen.
I'm going to use sunscreen when I'm sitting at the beach reading. And it doesn't matter if you're sitting at the beach or if you're relaxing in the park, or maybe you're just looking for an excuse to unplug this summer. Nothing beats a great book. Nicole Vasquez from Brooklyn's beloved Books Are Magic is here with a summer reading list that's got a little something for everybody. All right, Nicole, I am excited. First of all, before we get to the books, when we said that somebody from Books Are Magic are coming, literally Marisol yelped and she was like, oh my gosh, it's such a beloved bookstore. Tell everybody just a little bit about it.
Yeah, that's so sweet. Books Are Magic opened in 2017. It was opened by the author Emma Straub and her husband Michael Fusco Straub. They wanted to open a bookstore and really focus on the local community. We have so many events every single day, and I feel like it's just an amazing bookstore, amazing staff, amazing events.
Then let's get to some of the books. We're kicking it on the beach, and if you are a mystery lover, where should you start?
You should start with The Slip. This was a winner of the Kirkus Prize. It's one of the best books of 2025. It's about a guy who takes in his nephew and puts him in a boxing gym. He was like didn't have the confidence, and he was kind of struggling, and then he starts really excelling in this boxing career. He's super young, he's 16, and then one day he just goes missing, and no one sees him ever again, which is really sad. And then a decade later, he gets a tip from somebody that he actually knows where his nephew is, and it's kind of a literary mystery, follows him like across the country to find his nephew.
Interesting. I like it. All right, what is your recommendation for a little romance?
Yeah, The Neighbor Favor is like your classic beach read, rom-com romance. It's about a girl who needs a date to her sister's wedding, and she asks her neighbor to come with her, and they feel like they know each other, like they have this really strong connection because they actually have met before, which I'm not going to tell you how they know each other.
Okay, don't
but they
spoil
do.
anything.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Okay, well, how about a little bit of nonfiction? You recommend a memoir called What I Made for Dinner. Talk to me a little bit about this book.
Yeah, this is a new book. It just came out, I think, about like 2 weeks ago. It's a memoir, and the author talks about how during the pandemic, he really got into like cooking, and he was like super addicted to watching like food celebrity videos. He ends up wanting to have another kid, and the book really focuses on like how food and family are connected, and it like kind of asks the ultimate question, like, is cooking for your family every day like a blessing, or is it a curse, or is it both?
For some people it's a love language, for some people it's a chore. All right, up next let's talk about fantasy. Full disclosure, I'm a fantasy novel person. What do you got?
So I actually brought this speculative fiction sci-fi book called The Bodybuilders by Albertine Clark. This is also a new book that came out this year about a girl named Ada, and she meets this guy named Atticus. They feel connected in some kind of way, but they don't know how. She gets to know him, and she realizes details from his life match the details from her life, even though they've never met. It's really confusing. She has like this out-of-body experience where she feels like she's not really a human being, and she goes to sleep one night and wakes up in like a facility, a science facility with scientists, and they have to tell her a huge secret. And that is all I will say.
But don't tell us the huge secret.
We won't tell
please.
you, but it's crazy.
You mentioned Books Are Magic having a real local focus. You've got a good local book for us called, is it Good News?
Yeah, Good News by Alexa Brahmi. Alexa is actually local to Brooklyn, and she works at Books Are Magic. So she wrote this book. It came out this year. It's about a young woman in New York City who is working on a painting for her MFA thesis. And she has like kind of this like perfect life, like the perfect boyfriend who she actually doesn't really like that much, and she's like working on this painting. Her ex-boyfriend, who's also an art critic, comes to town, which creates a lot of tension in her life. She starts like rethinking everything, and also she's very stressed about this painting because it's being put up for an award. So it just follows like a young woman trying to find herself and like her life falling apart, but also like coming together in the end, and it's really beautiful.
Sometimes to come together, we got to fall apart first.
Exactly.
What about the reluctant readers out there? Somebody's sitting out there going, I don't really read, I don't really want to. What would you recommend as like a gateway book?
Yeah, Heart the Lover by Lily King. I love this book so much. It's super short, and it's a kind of romance, but like mostly fiction book about a young woman in college who meets a boy, and it's about their relationship and their friendship, and follows them from when they are college age until they're about like in their 40s. They like go apart, come together, and it's really beautiful. It's kind of sad.
You know, you mentioned that it's kind of short. I think a short book is really key for someone who's a reluctant reader, because you want the sense of accomplishment that comes with finishing a book.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you give me, you give me the 8th Harry or 7th Harry Potter book, and I'm looking at 2,000 pages, I'm not going to open it.
Yeah, no, this is perfect, and it's gripping from the first page. I read this in a day, and it was incredible.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Don't put that pressure on yourself. I think Nicole's a fast reader.
Well, I think you
what
can do
about
it.
what about something for younger people, for teens?
Yeah, I brought In Between Days by Cameron Garrett. It's about a young woman who is at her dad's funeral and realizes her mom kind of rejects somebody from coming in. She's never seen him before. She's really confused. She ends up reaching out to that guy and finds out that that was actually her dad's boyfriend, and it's like kind of this huge secret is revealed that there's like a queer side to her dad she never really got to meet, and she's experiencing her own queerness as well. And it's a great coming of age novel, and it's about found family, and it's about grief and loss, and it's like a family drama, which is nice.
Right. And what about for kids? I see we've got Selma.
Yeah, I brought Selma. This is a new picture book. It's about a little spider who isn't really great at making webs. Like, her family always says she's doing it wrong, but she's really just trying to make art. She's a really cute spider that wears a little beret, and she makes these like really beautiful art paintings of with her webs. And then one day she decides she wants to get to space, and she climbs a skyscraper and she meets an alien, and she makes webs in space.
So it's fiction, but
yeah, it's not real.
But otherwise good. Nicole, thank you so much for putting this great list together. A little something for everybody. And folks out there, you can visit Books Are Magic 2 locations in Brooklyn, or online at booksareMagic.net. Also, get your local bookstore and your library card, right? Get in there to pick up a book. Support local.